What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Miguel. You're watching Miguel EDC, the channel where we talk everything EDC gear here. And today we got a brand new brand, Summit Gear, making a debut here in the channel. I'm not sure what this one is all about. We're about to find out together. D2 pocket knife with G10 handles. This brand reached out to me via TikTok and they slid into the DMs and were like, hey, we got some gear. Would you like to check it out? And I was like, why not? You know, I always give you guys my unbiased opinion on the knife, you know, what I like about it, what I don't like about it, what's good, what's not so good. So either way, they sent it in and I'll be sharing with you my feedback. So here is the knife, and again, I'll have this one linked down below if you guys want to check it out. We have a liner lock, folding knife, a little bit of the outline of the knife there, some directions and care instructions and safety, right? Safety first. So that's that, and no wiping cloth. We do have a silica gel or what have you, right? Got the magnetic box. So as far as the knife, here we go. This one got the colors, bro. This looks like Joseph's tunic right here because yeah, it's got the Technicolor situation going on. All kinds of colors. We got orange, we got the whites, we got the blacks, we have yellows, brown, blue, you name it. Pocket clip is pink. So yeah, I mean, if you're into the colorful style, then this one is definitely for you. Kind of hard to match with some other colors, I think, in my personal rotation, but I do have another knife that this one reminds me of. I'll be sharing that one here in a moment with you guys. Spoiler alert, it's from Kizer. They do have a special wave of these colors. Now, what's interesting though, and I'll say this right away, this is a very nice knife, right, on the DL, right, very awesome whenever the blade tucks in completely into the handle. Gotta love that. I really, really love the aesthetics of knives like that. It is gonna be a front flipper, it looks like. Pocket clip is not reversible. Is it titanium though? The answer is maybe titanium, maybe aluminum. It is not stainless steel, so we don't get any pull. Body screws are T6. We do have TA on the pivot, and we do have a steel back spacer. So there is that. If you guys are ready, I'm ready. Let's go ahead and flip this thing open. Front flipper style with some jimping on there. Whoa, wait a second. The D10 left the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Hold the phone. Let's try that again. There we go. Okay, so it was a more of a weaker D10. I had to kind of get a feel for it. Okay, so I kind of came from a whole different front flipper knife with a stiffer D10. I guess this one just kind of want to give it the beans from the start. I'm also running into a situation here now. I want to show you guys not a ton of access to the liner lock, and I am struggling a little bit. Not my ideal situation to push the liner out of the way and be able to disengage. If it had just a little bit, like 2/10 of an inch low cutout on this side, it will make things so much easier. But it's a little bit challenging there to push the liner out of the way. We do have, I told you guys, I'm going to give it to you like it is. We got 20, maybe 25% on the liner right there on the lockup. There's your D10 ball. We can see it from right here. We do have some steel liners inside, which are milled for weight reduction. Right, so recess liners there. And checking out the blade here, we have, the blade is looking good. I do like the blade here. Got a beautiful, very pokey drop point blade. And come on, I'm trying to get a wipe on this thing. Did they put like crazy glue on it? The wiping cloth is getting stuck to the blade. Got a little something on the blade there. I'm not exactly sure what that is. Maybe that comes off with some break-free CLP. But we got a satin finish with a fuller. That's a beautiful fuller there. It is a very drop point style blade, very symmetrical almost. If you didn't put that fuller there, I mean, it almost looks like a dagger blade or something, right? There's the pokey tip. Yeah, very pokey. Now, Summit Gear is the brand, and they definitely made their branding very obvious, very prominent on the blade. All right, that's really throwing me off. So we're going to do some cleaning here in just a second after we do the cutting later in the video. But yeah, the Summit logo is quite big. If it was only a little bit shorter, it would be ideal. But we read D2 on the box. We don't see anything else on the blade. So we're just going to assume that this is the D2. And that's a little bit of a shake shutter. There we go. So again, from the front flipper, just got to give it the beans from the start. You should be good. Reach around, right? That works good as well. side of the index finger. Yeah, again, the D10 is not holding it back too strong, so you just have to kind of give it, there we go, full force from the get-go. Alignment is pretty decent, right? That seems to be pretty spot on right in the middle, and we do have a good lockup. Yeah, feels strong, no side-to-side movement, right? No up and down movement either, no pivot lash, none of that stuff. Let's check the ergos. Here we go. So ergos are good. I'm gonna give you that. Very comfortable ergos. Doesn't even feel sharp down here because the G10 is thick enough or wide enough, so it doesn't feel sharp on the handle. So it also curves down like this on the handle, so that feels nice on hand. Pocket clip is also comfortable. You almost don't feel it. It's a good, 9 out of 10 right there. And yeah, I'm able to get a full purchase with my average size hands. Again, not the biggest of hands or smallest of hands, but as you can see, right, definitely able to get a full purchase there. Not a ton of jimping going on the blade. This is barely enough for the front flipper to work, but also no forward choke spot, but I don't think it's needed given this particular design. So yeah, ergos are good. One deployment option only. So that's what we've gathered so far. So in my mind, I was like, where have I seen that before? And here is the Kizer Deckhand, right? This is a deckhand from Kizer, and it has pretty much the same style G10 right there. It's kind of like a cutout with the same colors. I mean, everything even lines up. The orange followed by the white, followed by the black. Then you got this brown burgundy situation, white, black, yellow. You see what I'm talking about? So I had a feeling I had seen this before, and I feel like Kizer does this on very specific models. This might be your cup of tea, perhaps. Not necessarily my go-to per se, but certainly an option, of course. Let's compare here to a few other popular knives. There is your MSI. Here is the Stitch. Right, those are going to be much larger knives there, no doubt. PM2 and Para 3. So it's going to be Para 3 size pretty much, as you can see. Here's the Demko AD 20.5, also very comparable. The Chad is going to be a little bit bigger, longer. Civivi Vision FG and Kizer Militaw. Again, all highly recommendable EDC knives. All linked down below if you guys want to check them out. And I do have content on all these knives here in the channel if you guys want to check them out. Here's the CJRB Pyrite light and the Vosteed Porcupine. So take a look there. Let me know your thoughts. And hopefully you own some of those knives, so more or less gives you a ballpark idea where this one lands. Now, moment of truth. Let's see what this D2 can do, right? And I totally meant to rhyme right there because, I'm a rapper. Anyways, there we go. Okay, biting into the paper there pretty nicely. Like that, full slices, bam, boom. I mean, one thing is for sure, a D2 blade is crispy, right? And then they can also do a little pokey-do, right? Hocus pocus, right? Situation there. I love that. And yes, definitely cutting some paper there, as you would expect. Single wall piece of cardboard, cutting at a diagonal angle for better performance. And I mean, yeah, you also have a long cutting path too. So you have plenty of blade, plenty of edge, right, to be able to cut this thing. So yeah, definitely went through that cardboard there like nobody's business with that very pokey tip. It's also a great piercer, as you can see. And I will say, yeah, definitely don't use this knife or any knife for that matter as a prying tool, but you do have one very fine point on this blade right there. It looks very elegant. And as promised, let me get my break-free CLP. Highly recommendable whenever you want to clean your blade, if you got gunk or sometimes tape stuff. I know that's like the worst. So I put a little bit of that on the blade. It is a cleaner, lubricant, and preservative. And all you got to do is just move that around the blade a little bit. Again, we had that gunk or whatever it was out of the box. So look at that, immediately that stuff went away. So break-free CLP is awesome. I have a link down below if you guys want to check it out as well. I feature it here from time to time because, just love this stuff. It makes it so easy to clean a knife with it. Now the truth is, Is it a brake CLP issue, or is it the blade already had this thing issue? I don't know. We're about to find out here. Whatever you do, Miguel, do not poke yourself in the thumb. So as you can see, most of it went away, especially on this side, right? So yeah, definitely brake-free CLP did its job. And we have a clean, pristine looking blade right now. Again, really nice satin finish going on here. That fuller makes it look really good. Very futuristic in a way, right? In some sort. Got a punch grind situation here also. Right? It looks like you may develop a smile at an earlier point, depending on maybe the first couple of sharpens. Something to keep in mind. But you all rate this thing in the comments and let me know, right? On a scale from 1 through 10, how sharp is it? Rate that factory edge and let me know. But let's go ahead and make a little bit of room here. I want to get some quick specs. This thing has a blade thickness of 0.11, so it's a little bit under the channel average of 0.12. Thickness on the handle is 0.47, which is under the average of 0.5. Quick overall measurement here. This one comes in at under 7.5, so like 7.35, 7.4. Blade length is 3 inches. Cutting path is a little bit over 3 inches, like 3.1, 3.15. And the handle is 4.25, right? 4.25 inches there on the handle. As far as the weight goes, let's see. I want to say somewhere in the 3 ounce, let's go 4 ounces on this bad boy. Moment of truth. Not even 3, not even 3. 2.9 ounces, right? Or 82 grams. Got to get more practice. I haven't done this in a while, and so I'm kind of getting my guesstimations a little bit better. But 2.9 ounces is pretty awesome for EDC. Not heavy at all. Also not a featherweight either, where you're going to forget about it and throw it in the washer or something. But guys, let me know your thoughts on this one. What do you like about it? What do you love about it? Is there anything you dislike about it? Let me know, and let's hang out in the comment section down below. Of course, I'll have it linked in the description and pinned comments if you guys want to check it out. Hope you guys really enjoyed this one. If you made it to the end, you're the real MVP. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one. Either this one or this one. Peace.